good evening to everyone present here. It is indeed a matter of immense pride and great joy to welcome you all to the 147th online interactive session, which also marks the 116th Leadership Development Program by Corporate Mentor, organized by the Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, DSPSR. I extend my warmest greetings to our honorable guest speaker for the day, Mr. Sanjay Singh Yadav sir. Honorable Senior Professor Ajay Kumar Singh sir, Honorable Director of the College Professor Dr. Mahesh Sharma sir, respected Registrar Dr. R.S. Singh sir, respected faculty members, and my dear fellow students. I, Klavya, a proud BCom honor student, batch 2025 to 2029 at DSPSR, feel truly honored to stand before you this evening. DSPSR has always been committed to nurturing young minds by bridging the gap between academia and industry, helping students gain practical insights and develop it in leadership qualities. Today's session is yet another remarkable step in that direction. To commence this enlightening evening on an auspicious note, let us all take part in the lighting of the virtual lamp, symbolizing the trump of knowledge over ignorance and the illumination of wisdom and learning. May this sacred light inspire us to strive for excellence, innovation, and integrity in all our endeavors. Now I kindly request Arun sir to please play the virtual lamp lighting video.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शुभं भवतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते.
It is my immense pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Sanjay Singh Yadav sir, founder of Zigya Technologies Private Limited. Sir is an experienced technology consultant specializing in strategy, innovation, transformation, and valuation. With a career spanning over 2 decades across diverse industries such as insurance, telecom, finance, healthcare, and manufacturing. A mathematics honors graduate and master in computer application from Gujarat University, Sir has worked with globally renowned organizations like GE, AIG, Virgin, ITC, Tata, Birla, and Coke. His professional journey and operational excellence, having successfully launched and streamlined businesses with an unwavering focus on innovation, efficiency, and sustainability. As a founder of Zigya Technology Labs Private Limited, Sir has developed Zigya.com, an educational platform aimed at revolutionizing digital learning and academic engagement. He also leads Third Point Consulting Limited, offering global consulting and valuation services to multinational corporations in India and Hong Kong. Sir's leadership philosophy emphasizes simplification, challenging the status quo, and leveraging technology for impactful transformation, which countries to inspire aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals alike. On behalf of DSPSR, we extend a very warm welcome to you, Mr. Sanjay Singh Yadav, sir, and we look forward to gaining valuable insights from your experience and leadership journey today. We are equally delighted to introduce and welcome our moderator for today's session, Mr. Shivang Chaudhary, a bright, dedicated BBA student batch 2023 to 2026 at DSPSR. He has successfully completed internships with Amanzi Technologies Private Limited and SK Business Solutions, where he gained hands-on experience in HR operations, recruitment, and employee engagement. Shivang is passionate about developing his professional and communication skills, and his keen interest in strategic HR and leadership development makes him a perfect choice to moderate today's interactive session. On behalf of DSPSR, I warmly welcome you, Mr. Shivang Chaudhary, and wish you all the best in steering today's session successfully.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eklavya. Good evening, Sanjay sir. So today I will be asking you some questions to make this session more enlightening and enriching for all the students and the audience present today. But before that, it will be really good if you could talk about your own
Can you be
journey
a bit
in your
louder,
own words.
Shivam?
Yes, sir.
Can you be a bit louder?
Yeah. Good evening, Sanjay sir. My name is Shivang Chaudhary, and I will be
Yeah,
asking you a
Shivam.
few questions today. And to make this session more enlightening and enriching for all the students present here, it would be better if you could talk about your journey in your own words so we could understand you better.
So my journey, actually, Shivang, just Eklavya walked you through, right? A brief introduction or the genesis of what the journey has been. Uh, but my point is that what is exactly you want to know out of my journey. It's a 30-year journey in the corporate world, right? And it all depends what is that you guys are looking forward to. If I say my experience has been XYZ, right? What is that you are exactly looking forward to?
Exactly, we are all looking forward to ask about your journey in your college, in your educational fields, all your achievements that you have gotten till now,
Hmm. So
all the places
basically,
you have
by
worked.
doing that, it helps you know like what kind of background I have and how you can get inspired or influenced by that thing, right? Is that the purpose?
Yes, sir, yes. It's just a general question I ask all of my,
Okay.
all the people I
So
interview.
let me tell you, Shivang, and everyone who's on the call, right? What I personally believe is, my background really does not matter for you guys. Or for that matter, any professional who's there, with, even if I say 15, 20 years, 30 years experience, it really does not matter to you. Why it does not matter you or why it is not relevant for you guys is that today the world has changed. When we started off, the world was different, and today the world is different. So, what you guys should do is look forward from here, not backward. So what you got to be inspired with us is like what is that what is that your future journey is gonna be? How you should plan your career in future? How you should design your self own capabilities and skills to make sure that you are as successful as that other people, or probably you think that I'm worth telling you, Mike, about my career, my progress, right? Once you are there 20 years down the line, you still stay relevant, right? When I say relevant, that means, you are still doing good job in your careers and, all of you, right? And you are making sure that, you are there because people need you. People realize the importance of your work, right? So it has to be forward looking from now. Looking in the back does not make sense. I mean, there are multiple things that, which why I'm insisting on this point is that, there are two things. The context has completely changed, right? What it was 30 years back, today the context is different, right? And second thing is the purpose is different. The way we guys were there, our purpose were very different from what your purpose or your generation purpose would be in the next 30 years of your career, right? So that is why what we need to focus on is how we can look forward to and try to understand, what does it take to be there where you get influenced or inspired by somebody. Suppose you want to be a politician. So there is no point looking back to, let's say our prime minister and say that, he started selling the tea on the platform and then he became the prime minister, right? So that should not be your influencing or the, inspiring factor for you. You should see it from a different way because times have changed, right? Things, the environment has changed, and today, even if you are looking forward to, as a part of this exercise, I hope you understand why we are doing this, what we are doing, right? I would like to hear from you also. So make sure that it's like we start a journey from here. Now you guys have done your graduation, right? Now you're the final year students. You are the final year students, or it's like,
So it's mixed. There are students from all years, and there is other audience also, including staff.
okay, fine. So, see, so this kind of session is more important from, for the final year students, even from the beginning, it is important, right? But whatever you should look forward to is how we can plan a journey. Suppose we have to go from, Delhi to Shimla, right? We will not look forward to what was the weather yesterday, how were the road conditions yesterday, how much time it took. We will go open our Google Maps and see how the forward journey is going to be, how much time it will take, which is the best route, right? So that is where, you guys need to focus on. So the purpose of knowing my journey is actually not relevant when it comes to the career planning, right? And I understand that, this entire exercise of conducting, leadership mentorship program is, to make sure that you guys look forward to plan, think, and, career in that direction, isn't it? So that is what you need to focus on. So I like the concept. So Shivang, if I have to ask you, what is currently happening as part of this exercise? Why are we doing this? What we are doing?
We are doing this meeting happens every day in which we take current leaders and we ask them a few questions. We talk to them to know about their journey and
Why? Why? See, what I did or any other mentor did, it will not matter. Because like I said, why we did what we did will be different for you guys, for all the persons who are sitting in 2025. And we started in 1995. So the landscape is completely different. Getting it? So what is more important is always to understand, if we are doing something, why we are doing it, and what is the purpose of it. So you have a pen and paper, Shivang, with you? You have?
I'll get it.
So or let somebody make down the notes. We should always think why we are doing what we are doing. That is very important. So as part of this exercise, what I understand is that, this is a mentorship program basically, right? So under what program this mentorship program is going on? Do you guys appreciate that effort?
Yes, sir, we appreciate it.
Huh?
Yes, sir, we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
But what is the program? What is
Sir,
this program all about?
I don't. Oh, sir, so the main thing, what I think this is about is that, like, you are here because you have stayed relevant throughout your years. You have evolved throughout the years. You have gotten better. You have gotten better positions, better offers.
No,
So we
that
are
is
here to
okay.
learn
That is
from you.
okay.
Yes,
But
sir.
why your college is organizing this event?
So that we can learn and do better as students, as future leaders.
And the whole program is all about?
Mentorship. And this one thing I just want to add on, if you allow.
Yeah,
Uh,
please go ahead.
DSPS are 300 students. If you can mentor one of them, it would be grateful for us and DSPSR as well.
Yeah. So let's say what we are doing is here is to understand the purpose. So
Yeah.
this entire exercise, what I understand is, the five friends. Who are the five friends?
Yes, we are aware.
Who are the five friends?
So first, I think I don't quite
You
remember
have to be
what
a
is the
bit
term
louder,
right now, but
Shivang. I
it's
am not able to hear you properly. Ishita was fine.
yeah.
Yeah, Shivang, your voice is very low. If you can do something.
Shivang voice is very, very low. I mean, it's very hard to hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll just join again then if there is.
No, what you can put, if you have a microphone, you can put on a microphone or, headphone. It will be better.
Yeah, sir, I've tried. It's not working.
Now,
That's
now
why
it is
I'm
fine.
speaking with speaker.
Now the voice is fine to me, at least it is fine now.
Yeah, Shivang,
Okay.
now it's perfect.
Oh,
Okay,
Now it is
go
all
ahead,
right.
Shivang.
is it better now? Am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't think I can name all five at the moment, but I think Pansakha is about myself, a senior, a mentor, and two more. One corporate mentor, I think. Can't remember the fifth.
Perfect. Yeah. So these are your five friends for mentoring. So your entire future, your entire career from here onwards, what you have done in the past is doesn't make sense, right? We will not deep dive into it. The college will not deep dive into it. Everybody is concerned that how we can make Shivang and his colleagues excel in the way forward, how they can reach their destination in the smallest of the time, right? So the first mentor which was there as part of it, or your first friend, is the self-worth. What is it? Like, self-realization, right? So that is one mentor that, the college is organizing for you guys. So because if you do not know yourself, right, you will not be able to leverage your skills, your competencies, your talent. You will not be able to position them exactly, because there are a lot of people who are talented, but they are in the wrong fields of their career, or they probably do not are not able to analyze or channelize their energies into the direction where their competencies and skills and talent match. So the most important thing is that you should have a self realization, number one. Number two is create a self reliance for yourself. Whatever you are trying to do, you should do it yourself. Try to make sure that I will learn it, and then over a period of time, I will master it. So those are the two goals which should be there as part of the first mentoring exercise. So I'm sure there'll be other mentors who are doing it. So this is how your self-realization, your first friend, helps in your career. If you do not know yourself, if you do not understand yourself well, you will not reach the place where you actually deserve to be. So that is very important. So make sure you know yourself. Put a lot of efforts into that direction. And let me tell you, there will always be people who will understand Shivang better than what Shivang understands about himself. Right? So listen to those people, take advice from them, and make sure that you follow them and try to find out. It might be contradicting for you. You may feel, no, if Arun sir or Sanjay sir is saying something, I'm not that kind of a person, right? I'm a different kind of a person altogether. But what they can see in you is not what you will be able to see, or probably you will be able to see after a period of time, right? So that is the first thing. So that is the importance of knowing oneself, the first mentorship. The second thing is alumni. Why are alumni is important? That is your second friend.
Because it's a social circle.
No, social circle, you will have a lot of friends also. Yeah, you will have in the school also, your daily life, in your neighborhood, in your gym partners, you will have school partners, neighborhood. But when we talk about alumni, it's the institute's alumni. There is a specific word that we mentioned, right? So why alumni mentoring is important? So again, we need to understand that. If we do not understand these five friends, the entire mentorship program is going to go down the drain. Its efforts will not be capitalized or utilized effectively. So the alumni is a very important, actually speaking, because when you move out of your institute, right, and you are trying to connect with the people in the industry, you will not know anyone. Just like you entered a college, you didn't know anyone. Then you came, joined, and then you made your own circle, friends, and other people, right? You got to know the faculty, other people in the college, plus the staff. You get to know people, right? But alumni is one thing which is always ready for you to be there. If you want to connect to him through a LinkedIn, if you want to connect him through a Facebook, you can always say that, I'm from so and so, sir, can you help me out? He will definitely consider you as an alumni. So it is a very strong two-way relationship between the alumni and the existing students of the faculty of the institute, right? And why it is important? Because for the people who are passing out, they can connect to the alumni. And for the institute also, whenever the institute is in need of anything, on one call, right, or one email, they can approach their ex-students and say that you please help us in this regard, you help us in this, you help us place our students, you invite your company into the institute, right? So alumni is very important. So right now it's the institute alumni, you have a school alumni. Once you work in a company, again you should form strong relationship with the people in the company to make sure that when you move out of that company, you still remain connected with those people. So alumni has a very important role to play. Getting it? Now coming, what is the third one?
Third one would be senior students. Senior.
Senior. So what is the difference? Alumni are also senior guys, and senior guys are also their senior guys. What is the difference between alumni and a senior?
Senior has more experience.
Alumni are ones who have passed out. They have passed out of the college. Seniors are there next door. Abhi Shivang ko, agar you are a BBA student, BCA, BCom, what student you are?
Sir, BBA student.
BBA. Suppose you need some help in your course in X semester. You are a which semester student? Which semester you are in?
Sir, I'm in 5th semester.
Sixth semester.
Fifth.
Right? Huh?
5th semester, sir. 5th semester.
Fifth semester. So when you suppose you got into the college and you wanted some help from a third semester or a fifth semester, you can immediately reach out to them. You can walk up to them. So that is where you need to build a strong network with your seniors. And seniors also need the juniors. So that is why we say that the senior mentorship is very important. It's not a formal mentorship, it's an informal relationship in the college, right? But you should never hesitate to ask or seek help from your seniors, right? X person may not be able to help you, but Y will be able to help you. Z will be able to help you out. So they are also your mentors, right? So this entire, the most important thing in your life you have to understand is that, this entire mentorship program is designed in such a way that, you remain connected. If you're connected to the people in your network, you will always succeed. If you have a problem, you should never hesitate to pick up the phone, to reach out to people for any help. And that is where the seniors play a role. That is where your alumni plays a role. Now, what is the fourth one? So long the people that we talked about are available to you, at your disposal, they are all around you. The fourth one is
Faculty, so
faculty. So why faculty mentoring is important? It is very obvious. They are our teachers, they are our guides, they will show the path, they will teach us the curriculum, they will help you day in, day out for 3 years. So all these three people, whether it is your senior mentor, whether it is your faculty mentor, or whether it's your alumni mentor, they are all available at your disposal, but they are within your reach. Now the fifth one comes is
corporate mentor itself.
corporate mentors. That is where the problem happens. That is where the problem starts. Abhi corporate mentor kahan se lekar aaye hum log? They are the people in the companies. How do we access them? How do I reach out to them? So that is where this program comes into the picture. And there is a role that each mentor will play in your life, or each friend of yours you play in the role. So in the corporate, for now, this program has been designed so that you get exposure to different corporate people. They can probably help you with understanding how you need to shape your career, what is important in your life, what matters, what does not matter, what are the do's, what are the don'ts that you have to follow in your life. Okay. And more importantly, the first one who talks about your self-realization, your self-inner goal, who you are, what you are supposed, what is your core, what is your energy, right? That is who is Shivan? Something the first mentor. But after that, the most important comes is your corporate mentor. So he will tell you not about what you have been in the past. He will tell you what you should be in the past, in the future. What is your path? We have to go from X to Y. You open your Google map, GPS. Tell me the route, tell me the direction, how much time it will take. Are there any alternative routes? right? Similarly, your GPS is a corporate mentor who helps you understand what your future roadmap or career should be, right? So we will talk everything about how do we shape our careers, what are the things which can help us, right, in framing our careers, right? So that is what our focus should be for this session, because those kind of inputs are not easy to get from any of the other four mentors, because the corporate mentors are specialized, they have seen the life, they have know the corporates, how it works. So you should have very relevant questions for them, because they can keep talking about a lot of things, like they have so much of experience in their specific areas. It does not matter whether it's a a management professional, or it's a technology professional, or it's a fintech finance professional. But what is important is that they will talk about the general aspects which you need to make sure that you become a very successful professional, right? So that is where the role of the corporate mentor, and that is where your entire questioning, your mind process of thinking, your mindset should start clicking now. You are in the sixth semester. So that is where your mind should start clicking in. The rest three are still available to you, but the corporate mentors will not be available to you. I mean, this is an opportunity that you are talking to me by the virtue of the college. But how will you make sure that when you enter the corporate, you make your own mentors? There will be senior professionals. You will enter the college as as a fresher. How do you make sure that I remain connected to so many people? I keep learning for them. So the core philosophy of your the first 5 years of your corporate career is that I am here to learn and I'm here to work hard. These are my foundational years. Next 5 years, I'm not looking for what company it is, how much money I'm getting. That is not the focus area. That's an outcome, that's a byproduct. Because after 5 years, when it's like it's like a small seed that we sow in the soil, and that we have to come out the tree and who has to reap good fruits. So my first 5 years should be very good in terms of make sure that I reap good fruits and let everyone enjoy my fruits. So this is what your focus has to be once you join the company, right? Now, coming to the same thing, I want to know from you, Shivang, what is that next step that you have thought about your career? What next after sixth semester?
After sixth semester, while sixth semester is there, I'm gonna look for placement from the college. But this is the main thing that I'm here for. I'm here for a corporate mentor who will know what I will do later better than I know myself because I have less experience.
Huh. But more important, the point that I'm trying to drive you here as a corporate mentor, or as a corporate advisor to us help you out, is that what you guys need to understand is, if I go and ask a BBA student today, or a BCA student today, or a BCom student today, what I will hear from them, and not only from them, I'll get to hear from my colleagues also, कि BBA के बाद MBA करो आप, right? You will get a better job. After BCA, you should do MCA. After BCom, you should do MCom, or should do a CA, or a ICWI, or a cost accountant, or whatever it is, right? But what you need to understand, I'll come back to the same point, which was the first one, right? What my journey has been. So my journey will not matter, because at that point of time, I mean, just to make you understand the difference that it is, that today the BCA course has more academic teachings or more academic curriculum than what it was in the MCA 30 years back. You're getting it? So today's BCA pass out is more equipped than a MCA of 95. That time the computers was just starting up, right? The MCA was pretty new course, right? People, in fact, didn't even know that there is a career in computers at large, right? People who were coming from educated families, or who were career conscious, they got to know that we will pursue the career, because they never used to see computers around them. But today, a rickshaw wala is having a computer. A mobile is also a computer, actually speaking, right? So the important thing is that a BBA or a BCA or a BCom is a professional. And this is the big gap that I find today. I'm saying so because my son has done a bachelor's in computer application and I know what the curriculum is. But if you hear from his colleagues or many of the people, even my colleagues will say that, we should pursue the masters. But that is not where it helps. You can do today the masters, but that is again 2 years of academic, going to the college, coming back. It's all theoretical. And plus, it is something which will not going to help you. Today, you have to start your career after the graduation. The courses which have come in now, right? The BBA, the BCA, and the current BCom course are designed with the curriculum that you guys should see yourself as professionals, which people do not see themselves. They think that the yesteryears graduate, हम तो सिर्फ graduate हैं, अभी तो masters करना है. Masters has no relevance today. Your skills have. So if you are a BCA guy, you need to make sure that you do specific courses, you do specific certifications, and deliver it in the organization. The organization will value more your skills than your degrees. And that is why the name of your college is Delhi School of Professional Studies. So I'm sure if you do a poll on your organization tomorrow, most of the people will say, I will do this course, that course, but they will not see them as professionals. The attitude, the approach is not that. And I've seen in some of the best of the BCA course institutes we are passing out. They still do not realize, just like a BTech guy thinks that he has done a professional course, right? But a BBA guy and a BCA guy or a BCom guy doesn't think that he's a professional. Your course curriculum. See, BBA was never there. The management subjects were not covered in the graduation earlier. But today your BBA is MBA. The MBA will only teach you some specializations. So your real experience has to be there. So important point to note here is for you guys is to understand that my actual experience, work experience is what matters in the career today. And that is also the reason why the times have changed. And what matters now is your hands on experience, your real life experience, not your academic experience. Because all those things you can easily acquire from anywhere. Getting it? So see yourself as professionals and start pursuing. And eventually in your careers, if you think that, doing masters or a specialization in something, masters is what? You specialize in certain thing and you say that I am masters in that, right? And then you do that masters. Or you think that now I have enough experience, but I still need to have, something from a top institute where a lot of research work, I want to do case studies and all those things. Even that you can do it without going to a top institute today. Right? So that is where you got to focus on. And most important, your mentor today. You know who's the biggest mentor today?
So at the
Your
moment,
biggest mentor today is AI. You are getting it? Artificial intelligence. So if any of you is not using AI in your daily schedule, in your daily life, you can take it in from my writing, you are losing every day your professional skills and competence. So make sure AI is your way of life. Just engage yourself in AI. If you are a BBA, go to ChatGPT. I'm saying the basics to them. It's quite advanced, but start with ChatGPT. Like in 2001, when we started off, for us it was Google. What today AI is for you guys was Google for us. People never used to Google, and we used to tell our teams, did you Google? Did you Google? Did you find out? Did you search? Did you research on that? Similarly, people are not using AI. AI is your biggest mentor, is your biggest teacher, is your biggest guide. You can study any damn thing from that. So make sure you focus on AI. But to use AI, Shivang, the important part of the life, part of the story is that you should have a thinking mind. You should have questions in your mind. You should not have questions what Sanjay has done, right? What Mr. Modi has done. If I want to be a politician, what the biggest of the management guru has done, or what are the biggest businessman has done. It does not matter. You have to think that I want to be this, and this is what I want to pursue. And for that, you need to go and trouble whom? You need to trouble your AI. You can debate with AI, you can chat with AI, you can argue with that guy. If he tells you a solution and you're not happy, just say that I'm not happy with the solution. You give me an alternative way of understanding this process. So that's where the mentoring will start. So all these sessions that you are having are very good, right? It's a big opportunity for you to learn from different mentors, from different corporate mentors. But important part is in today's world, what you need to focus is on yourself and your mentor, which is the AI, which is 24 by 7 at your disposal. Sanjay is here for just 1 hour or probably another 35-40 minutes. But what after that? Will you wait for another session for some corporate mentor to come? You don't have to. Just hook on to AI and start learning everything. But you should have questions in your mind. Anybody who has questions in the mind will succeed in tomorrow's world. You should be very curious. हर चीज का क्वेश्चन का है. Why was Zigya made? So now you're asking me about Zigya. So my journey does not matter, but I'll share with you the purpose and the reason why the Zigya was launched. Zigya was launched with a single purpose, that the curiosity of a child or a student has to remain alive. The curiosity of a kid, or a child or a student dies out when he or she is not able to find answers to his or her questions. Getting it? And this is what happens. If Shivang is interested in certain questions, let's assume I will give my own personal example that today I feel that being a mathematics student and the kind of understanding that I built in mathematics, that I could have been a good physics student. But I didn't choose to go for a science course and I took commerce primarily because I had lost interest in physics. And that was primarily because sometimes I was not getting the answers to my queries. And for some, and it always happens, some teachers are good, some teachers are bad. You have a love-hate relationship with teachers, right? Some teachers are your very favorites and some teachers you don't like. So for me also, my physics teacher was something, I was not clicking with. And that made my life decision. So Zigya was made that, if Shivang or anyone XYZ has a question or a query in her mind, that answer should be there. So what we provided is we created a big, huge resource center for Zigya for people to understand. And that's where people started accessing the resources. So now we made one sure that, if you have a question, if you have a problem in mind, you will definitely get an answer. Log into Zigya, you have answers. Now, if you don't understand, you still need help, that's a different question. Then you go for physical help from tuition or from your senior. But again, like I said, if you have a network of these 5 friends around you, you will never have problems. In school also, you can go to your seniors and ask help. You can still go to your faculty members and ask for help, right? And you can still go to Bhaiya who has already passed out of school and get a help from him, right? So the concept of mentorship is very important. And you have to make sure that, you keep yourself surrounded by these people. And in today's world, even if you're not able to find someone, then your biggest mentor is AI. That's where you need to master. You say that I want to pursue my masters in HR, from AI. He will tell you what all you need to study, how you have to study. He will or she will give you the course material, everything. And if you don't understand, pursue again, ask that person again. So that is where what is very important. Any other questions you have, So see yourself as professionals, guys, right? That is very important. Look for a career rather than going for further level of academics. Make sure that you get a job, get a real experience, and then decide whether you want to pursue your master's. Right? So anything
Thank you.
else you want to know from me?
Thank you, sir. That was very eye-opening.
I don't know whether it was eye-opening or not, but if you convert it into actual deliverables, it will be very good for you guys, right?
Yeah. So I have, like, I heard you, and I think your main ideology is about curiosity. So I just
Yes.
wanted to ask that how should a person open their minds and ask the right questions? Because sometimes when you are showing interest in something, your mind goes numb. You don't know how to ask the right questions. So I just wanted
So
to ask
no,
about
see,
that.
the best part, Shivang, is the question is not right or wrong. The answer can be right or wrong. If I say 2 plus 2, it's 4 or 5. The answer can be wrong. Or answer may not be 100% accurate. The questions are never wrong. Even the most stupid question is a question. By definition, it's a question, which means that it's a query which is coming up in my mind, and I'm looking forward to answer. It's like Shivang thinking that I want to fly right now. Somebody will say, "No, Shivang, you cannot fly right." That's an answer. So your question is not wrong. You probably didn't have an answer to that. And that is where your answer starts coming. So whatever starts coming to your mind, so it may not be in the form of question, it may be in the form of thought, it may be in terms of an observation, it may be in terms of a experience, a feeling, whatever it is, just start working on it. The thoughts which keep coming to your mind is 24/7. The mind never sleeps. You know that? Even when you are sleeping, the mind doesn't sleep. So the thoughts are on 24/7. The only point is half of the thoughts gets filtered out by us only, not by anybody else. And why they get filtered out by us is because we have conditioned our mind. Suppose you are 21 years of age. The 21 years of your upbringing in whatever environment you have, some of the queries will not be entertained by your conscious mind. So there are two minds, one is your subconscious mind, one is your conscious mind, right? So subconscious mind keeps thinking because it is constantly observing, experiencing, feeling, right? But the conscious mind doesn't let you delve on it. Just a minute. Okay.
Yes, sir, all good.
So it is very important for you to make sure that whatever thoughts are coming to you, your mind, right? It's not about right or wrong, Shiva. First thing, basic principle in life: no question can be wrong. It is again our system which has been put in that way, that my son has been asked, or has been multiple times have been told, Viraj asks a lot of questions. So asking question itself is discouraged at times. So let it be discouraged. Today you know where to ask the question, where to find the answer.
Yes, sir. Actually, if you allow, one thing I want to add on.
Yeah,
As
please.
you said that questions is not right or wrong. Answer should be right. Many of the speaker or not speaker, many of the people just say that what the irrelevant questions he or she is asking, and based on that questions he or she gets discouraged from that point, from there.
Ah,
So
exactly. So you're perfect. So when you talk about relevance, it's not about right or wrong. Relevance is like, suppose we are starting this session, and I have a question list of 10 things. So when I see that question list, I figure out that instead of, the purpose of this is to make you guys ready for the future, right? But the question that are appearing is to know my life history, as if my autobiography is being planned. So it is not relevant to this context, right? The entire exercise which has been conducted is to look forward. We are not looking backward now. We have to start our careers now, and we have to make sure that, at a lightning speed, we have to move forward. So looking back is not, looking forward is what we need. So I may come up and say, Ishita, these questions are not relevant, right? Still, you can always go back and say, fine, sir, this is not relevant. But still, I'm curious to know about this dimension of your life or, particular thing. But you should also ask yourself before asking that question, why I'm asking, will it help me anyway? Right? If Sanjay has done and is done, mathematics honors and has done this, then why should मतलब ठीक है यार मैं तो बीबीए कर रही हूँ मैं तो बीसीए कर रही हूँ मुझे उसको मैथमेटिक्स उसने क्यों किया क्या circumstances थे मतलब how does it help? So you should tell yourself first that the relevance will come that how is it going to help?
That's
Right?
true, sir.
हाँ तो relevance आप देखो उसकी relevance is important. Question सही गलत नहीं होता है. Question is a question. Why Ishita is wearing a pink t-shirt? It is a stupid question. You can answer that. I felt today in the morning when I opened my wardrobe, this was the only t-shirt. Or probably today I felt the pink will suit on me. Whatever it is, it's an answer. So never let your curiosity go down. And today, again, I repeat for you guys to understand very clearly that you don't have to kill your curiosity. You can find answers to any damn question that you want. कुछ भी पूछो आपको अभी मैं शिवांग को एक टास्क देता हूं कि यू कम अप विद अ मेंटरशिप प्रोग्राम फॉर act as a corporate mentor and mentor the programs mentor the students of Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. Come up with the program. You yourself will be able to come up with that theoretically. Experience wise you may not be able to come up, but theoretically you will be able to come up that guys this is something which is very important in the corporate. This is what we need to focus on. So that is what it is. So important is like Ishita was asking, you always has to figure out the whys of the world. Whys of the world is why we are doing what we are doing. Why am I attending this session? What is my outcome going to be? What will I learn out of it? If my whys are not clear, then you will go directionless. Or for that matter, not only you, but anybody who goes directionless. And this happens with the seniors also. The senior people also get directionless, juniors also get directionless because the whys will has to be clear. मैं ये कर रहा हूँ तो क्यों कर रहा हूँ? Second thing is the context and the purpose. So why I went through the entire exercise of this 5 friends was primarily this. We have to know what the context is. The context is for all the students to get mentored, and when it means mentored, they have to understand what is the forward way, not what Sanjay has done is in life. It does not matter. Maybe I will, and maybe I'll be 10x of Sanjay, or for that matter, anybody. So my context has to be clear. Context is different. Why? Because we are talking about 30 years back. Mary journey is like last 30 years. The entrepreneurship experience is last 10 years, right? You may come up with the relevant questions that, okay, you give us the gist of your last 10 years entrepreneur journey. We want to hear from you. That is a very relevant question because somebody would like to share कि मेरा lesson यार 10 साल का ये है my entrepreneurship journey. Why I did Zigya is again, how will it help you? Unless until you have a lot of questions, queries that why, like if I go and pitch Zigya, right, to anyone, to the investor and say that this is what he will have 100 questions to ask me. क्यों कर रहे हो किस लिए कर रहे हो पैसा कहाँ से आएगा हम इतना फंड कैसे करेंगे कैसे आप लोगों तक रीच आउट करोगे you will have 100 questions. So unless until you have those queries in the mind, that question becomes irrelevant. Right. So context is very important. The purpose is very important. अभी आप जब भी कोई लाइफ में this session will be useful if hence onwards you will be very clear, always asking yourself why we are doing what we are doing. You will always, when something is thrown to you, you will always see it in the context and with the purpose attached to it. that this is the context and this is the purpose. That helps you in your problem solving skills. A problem comes into the corporate world. There are 10 people across the table, right? And, people are talking less, directionless, left, right, center. But the person who's clear that, this is the context, this is the purpose of the problem, this is what we are supposed to do, he will come out with the solution. That's one of the biggest problem solving trait that one should build. Abhi, okay, I mean, there are a lot of examples we can talk about it, but let's avoid that. I mean, because today, the another problem with there are some, you have AI with you. It's like the world is at your fingertips on the mobile, right? But this is the advantage that this generation has. But another disadvantage is it's too much of information, right? The information is so much that today I see my kids and I see in general also that Shivang might come up and tell me some gyan on corporate, and I said, where did you get to? Oh, I heard that this is something which exists in this, for the word you do not even know, but you get to hear from some influencer on the Instagram. So what I tell my kids is, you follow people on the Instagram, but follow the right people. If you know the context, I do not. Do I know about hospital healthcare? No, I do not know. So is Shivangi giving me the gyan on healthcare? Why should I believe her? I will probably try to follow somebody who's in the healthcare. Somebody who, if it is about tech, I will follow somebody in the tech world, because the people are talking such absurd thing, because the influencers or these people are trying to think, see, they have a purpose, they are doing their jobs, they take money at the end of the day, but at times they give a very contextually they are wrong. The purpose that they are trying to talk about is, and what happens is the kids get influenced today with the wrong information. So that is a disadvantage also you guys have. But again, if you are very clear that in this context, I should believe this, I should rely on this, I will do my verification, I'll check the facts before I start believing. Otherwise, yeah, she said something, it's okay, I heard it, that's all. Internally, I will not allow my subconscious mind to register that till I validate it, or I have a strong feeling. Suppose in technology, if I want to have some information about a product from IBM, I will go and follow the IBM site. I'll go and follow their site rather than listen to any Tom, Dick, Harry on the Instagram. Right? So that's how it is. Anything else you would like to know?
Sir, one thing I just want to tell that I got today a very clear picture on the relevant. The you answer that the way you share the answers or give your answers, the very inspiring for me as well, because many of the students what actually do that they he or she get number of questions and that they started to ask questions even they don't know why he or she is asking. So that's
Hmm.
very important answer that you have shared in this forum. Thank you so much,
Okay,
sir.
good. Yeah, Shivang,
Shivam?
you have any queries, questions?
So, sir, I was asking that, for example, if today I choose a corporate mentor, so how will I know after a while that he is the right mentor for me?
So again, whether he is a right mentor or a wrong mentor, he is a corporate guy, number one, right? You always have to do your homework. Without homework, you cannot succeed in life. Today I'm saying X things. It's your choice that you want to believe it or you do not want to believe it. You want to agree on it or you do not want to agree it. You can always go and verify. Is context setting and the purpose important for me to believe anything? You can ask AI. You can ask ChatGPT. You have to center your life around AI. That is what is most important. That's the only way to grow in the careers. Next 25 years, you don't need anybody. Your mobile is enough. When it comes to the corporate career, mentoring, everything. I mean, the information is at your disposal. So choosing the right mentor also will, you will automatically get to know. Now today you're talking to Sanjay. 2 days after there is some another mentor who comes and mentors you, right? For certain things, right? And you will say, oh, these are contradicting. Now you have the facility with you where you can go and validate that this is view A, this is view B. Now, which is the one I have to agree and believe, and then derive on your own conclusion. But this is all about doing yourself. That's what I said. You have to be in the real world. You just can't be in the academic world. And that is why you should see yourself professionals and go to the corporates, get the jobs, get the real experience, and then decide on what you want to do in your masters, or you want to go for certifications, you want to go for short courses, crash courses, whatever.
So your mic is off.
Sir, you are on mute. Kindly unmute yourself. Sir, you are on mute. Yes, sir. Till then, any students want to ask any questions? Put your questions either on chat box or turn on your camera and unmute yourself.
Yeah.
If any students wants to ask any questions, Eklavya, do you have any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, your experience stretches across few decades, but your intellectual growth is still up to the date, and it keeps on being enthusiastic and more passionate about life. What do you do to manage your intellectual growth and your inspirations that you keep yourself up to the mark even after 2 decades of work?
So that is something, very individual driven, right? I can give you examples, where uh, it's 8 years of career, right? It's 8 of year careers. I'm talking about myself, right? And we had a colleague who joined as some senior manager, and he felt that he has arrived. So that is very individualistic, right? So important in life, one is what I know, right? And what another is what I don't know. The problem in life is I don't know what I don't know. Getting it?
Yeah.
Right? So a person who thinks that I know everything, and so in terms of the knowledge or intellect, that is one thing, somebody can think that yeah, mujhe aa gaya sab, I can do. So that is, one should not even think about it, because that means he doesn't know what he doesn't know. He doesn't know that there are hundreds and millions of things that he doesn't know. So you have to make sure that you tell yourself that I will be a learner. Like I was telling Shivang that for the first 5 years you have to tell yourself, everyone around, that I'm a learner. I'm learning. Then I will get into my delivery of what I have learned. And eventually he has to say that you will be a learner for your lifetime. For example, when we did our masters, right? I got into my admission into masters in computer applications back in 90s. So there was a fresher welcome, and for the fresher welcome, our HOD used to come and welcome the freshers, right? वो freshers party बाद में होता है, but freshers welcome होता है. HOD comes and welcomes the new batch. So what he said was, and it's like almost 35 years, more than that, and that statement is still registered with us. He came and said, welcome to the course or a choice of your career where you can never be a master of what you are pursuing or you are doing, what you have chosen. Why? Because technology keeps changing. I will master something, right? For the in next 5 years, let's say I become a master of programming tool or whatever it is. X technology, I become a master in 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, whatever. But then the technology itself changes. Then Eklavya comes. And then he starts delivering things, which are new to me. So similarly, like with technology, that's what I'm saying. It is a very important question, and again, very relevant for your generation. That now nobody will be the master of that technology. You will always be a learner because the space at which the technology is changing, right? You will have to keep upgrading yourself. You can never be high flying and saying that, oh, I become a master. You may be more competent than others. You may get more salaries, make better position, better project. That is okay. But you should tell yourself, be honest yourself that, there is a lot to go, lot to learn, and, you keep changing yourself. So till you die, you are a learner. And in otherwise also. So this is about your career that you're talking. But in life also, you have to make sure that at the age of 50, you will learn. You will every decade you will learn new dimensions of life because you will keep growing. Today you are students, you are thinking about corporate careers. Tomorrow you will get married, you will start learning about your experience about marriage, then about kids, then about kids growing up, then about other dimensions of life. Then you will start about your health, then about retirement, everything. So in a nutshell, if I have to sum up for you guys, I mean, life is all about, life is a stool that you should see. Like I'm saying for corporate, your five friends are there. For life, should see as a stool which has three legs: your family, your health, and your career. So these three are the legs of the stool that you have. You have to strike a balance between all three. And that is where the prosperity will come in. A lot of people keep chasing money, 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 right? Or position, position, position. That really does not help. Because if it's a three-leg stool. If one leg is there, you're going to fall. If you have made a lot of money and when you reach back home and there is a chaos, your kids are not well, then you have a problem. Your family issues are there. You will not be a happy person. What will that money do? And if you are a very good at career, again, you may excel, right? You may be the sharpest of the sharpest mind, but your health is not permitting. So how will you deliver? Are you a happy person? No. So five friends of the corporate and three legs of the life. You have to make sure that you always strike a balance between life, your family, health, and career. And you have to make sure that if these three are intact, then you can lead a prosperous life. Objective is to seek prosperity, not financially grow or health wise I want to be a bodybuilder, or family wise, or build estate or not, nothing doing. You have to look for prosperity, and prosperity comes when these three, you are firm on the stool that you're sitting. All the three legs are very powerful, strong enough to take your load. You can make, Shivang can make Eklavya also sit on his stool. तू हिल गया, तू मेरे stool पे आ जा. We will manage the life. We'll fix your stool, and then again you can go back to your stool. So that is how you need to maintain. Stay grounded, keep learning. And for your generation, there is no other option. Like we used to say कि भाई अगर कॉमर्स के स्टूडेंट हैं, आपने अकाउंट सीख लिया, तो वही लाइफ लॉन्ग डेबिट क्रेडिट है, वही ट्रायल बैलेंस है, वही बैलेंस शीट है. टेक्नोलॉजी में तो फिर भी चेंज होता है, बट इवन दैट इज चेंजिंग. So if a doctor is there, even if he is very good, in his field, he has learned the medical science keeps changing, the laws keep changing, everything keeps changing. So you have to tell yourself that I have to be an open mind person. I have to be very, very receptive, right? I don't have to react. I have to respond. Everything which comes to me is I have to receive first, and then make sure that I deliver it, I accept it, I receive it, I analyze it, and then I absorb it in myself, and then necessary changes I have to keep bringing in. And that's how you keep learning. So if you see anybody who's made it to the top, whether it's a film director, whether it's a army guy, or whether it's a doctor, you will always find them very young. You will sit with them, you will sit with an 80-year-old man, and you will feel like, he's your age. He will talk to you with that enthusiasm. You will not feel. And that is where that child remains in them. And that is what has made them excel in their life. Other people who think I have arrived, I have done it, it's all over, जो करना था हो गया, वो you will see them downgrading. And people who are learners, you will see that आज एकलव्य शांत शक्ल से बहुत शांत लगता है मुझे, बड़ा peaceful सा. But as he grows and as he keeps learning, there is a different glow which will keep coming on his face. He will be more intellectual. People will be, by looking at himself, people can say, "Yeah, who's this guy?" So be a learner for your lifetime. That's more important. That's the message for the life, for intellect, for health, for any damn thing.
Thank you, sir. That is very insightful.
Yeah. Anything else, Shivang?
Thank you, sir. It's 7:05 already. So we are gonna have to end the session.
Bit louder, Shivang. You are not sounding as if there is no energy left in Shivang.
No, sir. There is a lot of energy.
So तेज बोलो, shout, hit the roof.
Yes. All right, Eklavya, over to you now.
We are truly grateful. We are truly grateful to our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Sanjay Singh Yadav sir, for
Yes.
sharing his valuable time, knowledge, and inspiring words with us this evening. Sir, your thoughts on leadership, innovation, and digital transformation have truly motivated all of us to think differently, lead purposefully, and pursue excellence with dedication. On behalf of DSPSR, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for your insightful and thought provoking session. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Shivang Chaudhary for moderating the session with such confidence and clarity. A special thanks to our respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, and my fellow students for their active participation and continuous support in making this event a great success. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a wonderful evening ahead.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
and
Ishita.
such a
Thank you.
wonderful session today.
I'm sure Professor Ajay is no more there